Hello, disc golf fans from around the world. Welcome back to GK Pro's coverage of the Bill and Ted's Awesome Disc Golf Adventure Tour Finals. Today we're going to be playing the Lakeside course in Live Oak, Texas. And a big thanks to our sponsors, Innova, Tree Love, Millennium, and Educational Disc Golf Experience. I'm joined today with Nathan Perkins from Team Discmania. What's up, Nate?
What up, Greg? I just want to start things off and give you a big warm welcome to the great state of Texas.
No doubt, yeah. I'm officially a Texan as of 5 days ago.
Amazing.
Good to be back. So after round one, I'm currently sitting 9 under alongside
The Texas Cactus.
The Cactus. I mean, he's always doing it. Mason, youngster, up-and-comer, rookie of the year last year at 8 under, and Bryan Sheriff coming out of retirement. Doesn't play too many practice rounds, but they call him and he comes and plays the tournament. So
Yeah, I'm really excited about this card today.
it's a good card. Hole 1, 309 feet, 94 meters. You've got you could throw a sidearm out to the left here or just play the backhand, but not much in the way.
No, not much in the way. It's somewhat of a blind shot. The basket's kind of covered by that first tree, and there is OB right behind the pin, and it kind of slopes down to it, so it could get dangerous on the first hole.
Yeah, if you throw it a little too far, you could drift and go OB really easily.
Welcome everyone to the Saturday final tee time
There's
pairing
Mr.
for
Bill.
Bill and Ted's Awesome Disc Golf Adventure Tour Final. On the box first from Grass Valley, California, representing Innova Disc Golf
He's
and
still
Millennium
announcing me,
Disc
Grass
Golf,
Valley.
Gregg
Yes.
Barsby, 2018 World Champion.
By way of Henderson, Texas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, are you ever going to give Grass Valley up?
I
Not
don't
a
think so.
chance.
I don't think so.
That's a special place.
Yeah. So I'm playing the Tour Series Eagle, and I was just a little wide.
It's a little bit more stable than your regular Eagle, a little domey.
Yeah, that one's
Second on the
been
box
worked in
from
for
Austin, Texas,
5 or 6 months, so it's
representing Innova
starting to go
Disc
straight,
Golf,
but I still feel like it wants to
Texas
hyzer.
Cactus,
It
Bradley
didn't,
Williams.
but I know it wants to. And here's Brad. He's got one of the smoothest backhand throws.
Yeah, his approach to the game is very unique.
And that is really quality shot.
Start on the tee from
Just
Harlingen,
inside 20
Texas,
feet.
representing Millennium Disc
Should be a
Golf,
tap out.
the 2018 PDGA Rookie of the Year, Mason Ford.
And this is a kid that I'm really excited to see play. I have not seen him play in person, and I've heard so many great things about his form, and I believe he's following in the footsteps a little bit of Bradley Williams in the way that he approaches it with his technique.
I'd say so, yeah. Mason definitely has a unique throw, very deliberate, which I enjoy watching because I wouldn't say he's going to do anything special except throw a bunch of clean shots,
Yeah.
right? Which is what you want
And
to do,
fourth
Yeah.
on the card from Kerrville, Texas.
He'll wow you
Mr.
with the
Bryan
score.
Sheriff.
right? At the end of the round.
Yeah, not one specific throw.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And here's Bryan Sheriff. I say it jokingly coming out of retirement, but Bryan could be playing in the Masters division if he would like to, but he doesn't believe he needs to yet. He's still
Yeah.
playing with the boys.
He was making a joke that the last time that he was on camera, it was came out on VHS.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, things have changed a little bit now. So you see Mason almost threw it OB. He pulled
Yeah.
it a little bit long, about
Circle
55
twos.
footer. Oof.
That
Here-
basket may be a little tilted.
Yeah, there's a few of them out here that are tilted. But Bryan's a good putter. This is right in his range.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a 50-50.
sure was.
As you can see, I had a water bottle malfunction. And then, I don't know if they caught the first putt. But my first putt went
Off the top.
off the top. And
That's how you got there
jumped out
for
there.
that comebacker.
That's right. Mason tapping in for his 3. And here's Brad. Looks like he's putting a Tour Series ABR. Dead center.
So he's going to be picking up 2 on you right away.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with the bogey. I fall back, and Mason and I are now tied. That's the way it goes sometimes. But on to hole 2. OB on the left side of the culvert. These two cement drainage ditches are not out of bounds. They play casual, but the one on the left is OB. And you have out of bounds maybe way up to the right. If somehow you got a roller all the way up there, you could possibly go out of bounds, but for the most part, the wide open 574 feet. So I would say it's kind of a tweener hole for some of the longer throwers, but a good roller can get you in position to get the 2.
Yeah.
And Brad, it looks like he is going for the roller here. Not sure what he's throwing, but this is a great
lays it down
line.
late, right
Oh,
over
it's
the
pure.
ditch. That is just beautiful.
And that's what you want. You get that thing rolling left and then back up to the right. I mean, he's got a
Where is
45, 50 footer.
Oh, just short. Okay, wow, what an incredible shot. I mean,
Super good
just to
shot.
show you that it really doesn't take that much power. It's more about the angle of a release, when the roller touches the ground, what speed of disc.
Totally. And he had the right trajectory, the way that the land plays. You can get it to go down and kind of almost pick up speed off the hill.
Off the hill, yeah.
Mason kind of turned that one, but he's up on top. He'll be safe. He'll be looking down at it.
Plenty of arm, though.
It's a good place to be. I mean, I think the 3 here is the number. If you happen to get a 2, you're on go mode. Everything's happening.
Yeah.
So here's Bryan. I think he's going to try to uncork one here. He's going with a big run up.
It looked like he was going for the roller as well.
Yeah, maybe just a little tight.
You going Roadrunner here?
Yeah, and once Bradley did that, I had to go for it.
I love that.
But,
Ooh, maybe just a little bit too much.
yeah, that roadie's pretty flippy. I need to get it out with a little more air under it. But I'm safe up there. Not necessarily ideal position.
Yeah, you're going to be looking kind of down that hill, kind of harder to get the
Almost
disc
a
to
blind
stop.
shot. That's right. Blind distance shot. You can see the basket, but not the ground.
Yeah.
Now here's Sheriff after a miscue off the tee, and that has good distance on it. It's a really good shot from where he was. A little bit of fade towards the end, but this runner back there, you see this guy running, totally got me. I was about to throw. I saw him striding.
All right, great distance control. Is that the Rhino?
The Rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice and smooth. Try not to overthrow it. The Rhino likes to drop.
Oh, and just a little jump putt from Mason.
Yep. Kind of rolled out on him just a little bit, but that's, again, quality distance control. Now Brad setting up. I would say this is from 55.
Okay.
I want to say he threw it a little further than 500 feet.
Yeah, it's a little confusing on this perspective right here. Oh, yeah, but you see how long that had to be in the air.
Yeah, he left that one just a little bit short and left. I kind of wanted him to make it just to see
Oh,
it
yeah.
too on this hole.
Oh, what a putt. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
just great speed control from the straddle. No jump required.
Right, 40-footer, no jump. Dead center. That's going nowhere. That thing would have fallen in a bucket.
I guess that's why he's on the lead card round 2.
He is on the lead card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dead center from Mason. He's a good putter.
Yeah, he's got a clean looking putt. Brings it right down to the center.
You can see that he built some of the stuff off of watching Brad. I think a lot of the Texas guys too, because he was so
The influence is
dominant.
heavy.
He
Yeah.
was so dominant for a lot of years. Wasn't it? He won 30 events, so that was no chains. It did not hit a chain. That went down below and just hit the post.
And you're loving it.
Oh yeah. No chains required. Now Brad to tap out his birdie. Yeah, he's so fluid. He knows he left one too. He's good 3. Brad's 2 for 2. I jump back to even. Mason goes to 1 under, and Bryan goes to 1 under. Hole 3,
Little tricky.
par 3, 200 feet, 60 meters. Little tricky. You got 2 options.
Yeah.
can either test the water or you can throw the hyzer out over and keep it safe.
I feel like it's almost baiting you to go out over the water, like give it a little ace run. That's where things can kind of get a little hairy.
Yeah, a bad kick here and you're losing 2 to the field.
Look at Brad just staring down that hyzer line.
It's focused. Super clean.
Oh, yeah.
Sound fundamentals. You know, he didn't try to get too much hyzer out of that. He just made sure he hit the angle, push it through the gap, and then let the disc do the thing. You know, 18, 20-footer will score the same as a 2-footer. Now Mason just kind of unlucky in that one, I think. You know, it's just one branch to beat.
Yeah.
It's
That's the one. I'm curious to see where Mason is going to be playing next year. What team, I mean.
And Bryan throwing that straight putter shot. That's an old school shot, right? He just goes slight turnover down the middle.
Had that little old school little follow through on it too.
Climo-ishness. Now I'm taking the Rhino thing.
You are going Rhino.
I'm going to just knock it over. But that snuck up in there nice and easy.
I love how that's like drifting to the right without really even being on the hyzer. It's like pretty flat, maybe baby hyzer, but it's just slowly drifting.
Yeah.
Right where you want it to.
That's right. It's a...
Oh, wow.
70-footer. Left it a foot short. Good run from Mason. Yeah, the Rhino's a fun disc to throw. I use it more like a weight than like a flying object.
Yeah.
I think of it as a weight that I'm throwing around. It's weird. Sometimes it'll be on the hyzer and it'll drift to the left. I don't know. I don't get it.
Sometimes those types of discs can be the best for the distance control. They're not going to get away from you, glide out, or anything like that. And once you've put some years in with the Rhino.
This is true, right? Like it's been my bread and butter.
Yeah.
This for a long time.
Yeah.
Ever since I went back to throwing at the time whatever I wanted. I think it was 2014 and early 2015 where I had an open bag with the Rhino was in there along with the Eagle and a few other discs. But so Mason with the only 3 there. On to hole 4. This is, I would say, probably one of the signature holes of the course. 909-foot par 5. Now, I think a par 5 is appropriate for this hole.
Yeah, because of the way the OB shapes up.
Windy, too.
Right.
It's so windy. There's OB. You catch it on a really nice day, a day without too much wind. You could call this a par 4. But I think that 5 is appropriate because probably 90% of the time it's really windy out here.
Yeah.
Now you're throwing off the top of this kind of a levee thing.
And if you are playing this one for 3, you kind of have to get a little bit riskier with the angle and bring that OB into play a little bit more. Whereas you can see Brad is just going straight out flat to hyzer.
Yep. Playing a very, very, not, I wouldn't say conservative, but just super smart. Knows his disc. Didn't flip it over. Didn't let the wind have a chance to.
Yeah.
No foolery. That one's right in the middle of the fairway. Here's Sheriff. He got a hold of this one.
Yeah, that's great angle. Yeah, right. Those telephone wires is kind of like a good go for it range, I feel.
And I'm throwing a bottom stamp destroyer with my Disc Nation die.
Yeah, that one's riding out pretty nice.
Again, kind of that same thing, right? Just not necessarily conservative, but just make sure that get some distance and get down in the fairway. Didn't want to let it flip over.
Do you know what Mason's throwing right here?
I want to say this is a Scorp. Really nice flight out of it.
Oh.
He and I
He's going to be right next to you.
Yeah, he and I are pretty much doing the twinsies thing.
Oh, and he's attacking this pin.
That's a beautiful flight. And gets the
Oh.
ground play.
Oh, no problem. Circle 1 for an eagle putt.
Yeah, just inside the circle. Great shot.
So after seeing that, I'm assuming Brad's going to be attacking it as well.
Looks like Brad's going on the
Little low.
inside. They'll stand up.
Okay, it flipped up for him a little bit.
He's going to have a 60-footer, maybe
Okay.
55. Take the same disc that I threw off the tee.
Oh, yeah.
It's Mason.
Yeah, you and Mason.
Twinsies thing. It's just like the twinsies. Within a couple feet of each other on both shots. Sheriff with the long drive. Just want to kind of put that in there. Put it in perspective for everybody.
How old is he?
It's 45.
It's always inspiring for me.
Just
Like, oh, I got another 20 years. Fine. We're fine.
You smashed that drive, I'm telling you. Bradley with the little
Love that
chipper.
touch, man. That is touchy. There's OB right there behind the pin to the left. He's throwing a floaty putter up there. It's
Now, this is the scariest putt probably on the course.
for sure.
Severe drop behind it with
Yeah.
OB and a short basket.
Is he going for it? Oh,
I think his heart wanted to go for it.
his
And
body just wouldn't let
body
it
wouldn't
happen.
Right. So this, I think, is right on the edge of the circle. Got it.
That's an eagle.
Got
That
it
was
to go.
sweet.
Interesting enough, this basket being that it's short, I was just down the hill to where the basket was at that normal height. It didn't get to me.
Yeah, this. You would think shorter is better, but when you practice so much, and back-to-back eagles.
Yeah. We just did it the entire hole.
Yeah.
You throw it there, I'll throw it here, okay?
Make the putt, I'll make the putt. That's sweet.
Yeah, good 3 for
Bradley
Mason.
giving it up.
Brian and Brad with 4s, which is a good number.
Hey, you guys just played it 6 down. It's pretty good.
Big thanks to the sponsors, Educational Disc Golf Experience. On to hole 5, 242 feet. Par 3, 73 meters.
And this is just one of those holes, Greg, that the pressure to get this hole is enough to cause people to miss it. I mean, it's right there in front of you. There's really not a lot going on. No OB.
No OB. I think you just play the wind here. I decided to take the Rhino and immediately.
And you hate it.
Immediately don't like that shot. But I made sure it didn't go down the hill.
Yeah.
I'm outside the circle there. Looking at a death putt, so not the best. Now, Mason, I believe this is his mortar.
Okay.
It's a
Heiserbomb?
Be the skater mold. This has a good line.
Oh, yeah.
Just popped it up. And
Got you
touched the
some metal.
bucket. Yeah, very well done. Now, this is the thing about Brad's game. He really commits to those lines. Like, he'll go up to the front of the tee and see it before it happens. And super clean. 15-footer. Get in the hole.
Come on. Oh, right in front. Chain height.
It was a good run. Now, this is where you don't want to be.
No, you're looking at another death putt. Oh, yes. Spin it back. Look at this.
Just
Oh,
barely
love
climbed
that.
in there. nice to keep pace, like you said. That's what I feel like most good players should too this hole, but you've got to go throw it. You got to play it.
Yeah. No guarantees ever.
Brad making it look easy. Bryan looking to tap.
Oh no. Yeah, he just kind of held on to that one a little too long.
Yeah. Case of the sticky fingers. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I can't stand when that happens.
No.
It's the worst feeling.
Yeah. Just can shake you. Can shake you on the next few.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to block that out. Even watching it now. Hole 6, 275.
I didn't see that.
83 meters, par 3. This is the island hole on this course. So it's about it's pretty much like the circle. So it's not a
It
huge.
is.
It's
No, it's not a huge island.
zone.
And as you can see, you're kind of like looking up to see to get a little distance check because that berm kind of blocks your view.
Totally.
That's kind of what
It's normal.
makes it difficult right there, but it's a good looking shot.
Yeah, just making sure you pick the right disc in conjunction with the wind. Cause
Yeah.
like this hole could be 3 different shots depending on the wind. You might want to play a sidearm if you have it. If it's a right to left, or you play a longer, more wide drift, and that's a really good looking shot there.
Mason's throw is rather unique. I don't really know anyone else that kind of has that same upper body mechanic that he has going on.
Yeah,
Can't put my finger on it right now, at least. But
his final step, like I said, is really deliberate. He steps where he wants to throw.
Yeah.
I've kind of been focused on his footwork.
you can definitely tell that he's put a lot of hours into his throw.
Yeah, the consistency's starting to show up. And I mean, that's the ticket, right? Like you start to get the consistency with your practice. That's how you can really start to see the numbers show up. When you're playing like in tournaments or competitively, the consistency helps. Making it look easy. This one's just parked.
Beautiful.
Said I'm not missing that one.
Oh, great looking putt.
Dead center from Mason,
Yeah.
little 25-footer down the hill. Maybe a touch of wind, but just strong putter in the wind. And the putter's supposed to land in the bottom of the basket, right?
Man, you didn't really miss many circle 1 putts this year. I mean, your circle 1 stats were
I had some good tournaments.
were sweet this year. That's a really rare miss.
Yeah, that one just like you said, case of the sticky finger. I'm putting this Casey AVR that's got a little bit of grip to it.
Okay, so you really felt like that miss was due to the
I just
to the
I
tack.
pulled it a little bit.
Yeah.
And it stayed on my hand. But these things happen. Onward we go to hole 7, 545 feet, 166 meters uphill. The idea with this hole, you just want to smash one to the top of this hill. OB doesn't really come into play. There's OB to the right side on the levee. But if you air it far enough, there's no. If you throw it far enough, it's pretty much no out of bounds.
It is reachable.
I think for the long throwers, it's reachable, maybe with an incredible wind. But,
Mm-hmm. Plays a little uphill, so it probably plays closer to like 575 or something if you were going to park it.
Yes, I'd agree to that.
So
I
Mason's
get-
just going pure hyzer.
Yeah, that's crushed for just a pure hyzer. That's a really good rip.
Yeah.
It's only got 120 feet to the pin, maybe. Makes a little, over 400 foot up the hill with a hyzer. Decent shot. Now, Brad
Where's Brad going?
pulled this pretty good. He's going the other way.
Is there out of bounds up there?
That is safe. He cleared the
He
out
cleared
of
the
bounds.
out of bounds.
That's right.
Wow.
I know. I was
That was almost a
surprised, too.
big mistake right there on a wide open hole.
Right, you can tell he's sitting there not very happy with it.
He's wondering if he's out of bounds.
Yeah. Bryan letting one loose.
He does have an arm.
He could throw it.
Yeah.
And super clean, right up, center cut, up on top with view of the basket. That's ideal.
Busting out the Roadrunner again.
This is a Feldberg Boss.
Oh, really?
Really flippy that I can throw on a lot of hyzer. And that'll kind of
Sure did
stand
flip
up
up.
like that. And that one's got some pretty good D on it too. Maybe about 130 feet from the basket. I'm not sure what Bryan's approaching here with, but really, really good shot.
Yeah.
Almost chipped it in for an eagle.
It's almost a play, I feel like.
Just throw it in.
Just try and dunk it.
Sure. Looks like Brad's trying to do just that.
Drop, drop. Ooh, a little floaty on him. Yeah, he's going to have a tester.
Yeah, maybe-
Circle's edge putt.
Right, just inside the circle, something like that.
Yeah, there's that weight.
Yeah,
That dead weight.
that dead weight. Carrying around a bunch of dead weight in my bag. Mason with the perfect approach. He's tapping in.
So Brad's actually going to have to go straddle because of that hill. Looks like he's got a little bit of a breeze at his back.
The focus.
Oh, yeah.
He's not letting that one get by him.
I can already tell you right now that this lead card is quite a bit more focused than the other cards out here at this B tier in Texas in December. The focus level for these four competitors is pretty high.
Anytime you're playing with Brad, it's
The tone is just a little different.
you know he's gonna make some really good ones. I was over there refilling my my water, so Mason decided to tap out.
Nice, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason, for keeping the speed of play going. No, I just missed a really short putt, so I just said I'm just going to keep my bag on for this one. Doesn't matter anymore.
Nice.
Here we are in hole 8. The tee pad is down behind where this flyby started. But you got water to the right. You've got OB in the ball field to the left. There's a ton of danger. You got to hit a really straight shot.
Yeah. A very tricky line. There's OB really early right too, so it really gets in your head on this tee box.
Yeah, you could hit one of the early trees and go directly out of bounds.
It could be a quick 5 for sure.
Very quick 5. Mason just playing conservative down the middle. Smart play. And they'll have, I don't know, maybe 175 to the basket from there, 150. With a little turnover. But a quality golf shot. Now, Brad, I believe this is his Luster Leopard 3.
Man,
That is
just like
really good.
too easy right there. Just
He made that one look pretty effortless.
yeah.
Straight down the middle.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, with a leopard in his hand, he's not playing for the 2. He's playing for a clean shot out.
Yeah,
and
that's
playing
exactly
over
what he
to the
wanted.
3. Yeah. Plan A is working for Brad right now.
Oh, okay. Got a good reaction off that tree. I mean, if that goes right, he's OB early.
The tree is technically out of bounds.
Yeah.
So if you kick anywhere to the right or straight down.
This is what I really want to see right here, though. I want to see. Yeah. Oh, and that's looking great. That's filleted.
I was looking for a little more out of the skip, but that's a really, really, really good shot.
Oh yeah. If you would have got just an extra 10, 15.
Yes. I was happy with the line, though, playing it to the left of the tree.
I was curious how many people were going to be attacking this one, and I knew you were going to be going flick at it.
Oh, no. No, puppy. Oh. They took it out.
Did your heart jump a little
They
bit?
took it out of the footage. He hit the dog with his stick.
No.
Yes, he did.
No way.
Very sad.
Oh my gosh.
Brown lab. Sweet.
That
sweet
is a
dog.
disaster. So sorry to
Well,
the,
owner,
patron.
The owner was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." We're all confused, right? Like, we hit your dog with this. But Bryan was a really good sport and a gentleman. Went up and apologized and gave his pet some love. As Brad kind of just leaves that a foot short and hits that rock wall. He'll have 28 feet up to slightly uphill.
He had a tough line because he's got that mesquite that's blocking the high route, and The rock's blocking the low, so it's a small window.
Yeah, you've only got about 5 or 6 feet to get it through.
Oh, and he's running that one. That's going to be trailing off the back. No, he's going to be 28 feet.
Back.
Yeah.
This is
for an eagle.
Yeah, this is what, 50 feet maybe?
Second eagle to front 9. Oh.
Just barely touched
wide.
it. It just barely touched it. Something for a little wind drift there. But Brad looking to keep it rolling here. I mean, this is hole 8, and I think he's birdied every hole. Yep, that one's dead center. Not a problem.
Has he birdied them all? First 8?
I believe so. He was at 9 under to start the round. Now he's at 17.
It's a pretty good start.
It's a pretty good start, I would say. Good putt from Sheriff there.
It's one of those things, though. I got the first 8 as well, and it's like it's just what we're supposed to be doing on a track this short. You know, you've been playing all these courses all year long, and
right, with somebody's skill set like Brad, I'm surprised if he's missed 3. Like,
yeah,
there's no way I can conceive him not being at least 5 under at this point with his throw.
And that's okay to have a B tier like that where you got to get them all. It's just a different style of golf than you see out on the Pro Tour or the National Tour level, you know?
Yeah, I mean, being in the park, right, you've got holes.
Yeah.
Prime example right here with hole 9, 273 feet, 83-meter shot, pretty wide open. You've got the one tree to miss, and you've got OB to the right. You can see behind there, shining.
It's there.
It's not a super difficult hole, but the danger's still there.
Yeah.
You can ford this hole really easily. You know, a player that has an accurate forehand should be able to get this one up pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
Mason playing the skip here.
Oh, and it got a little straight, but yeah, he's going to be looking at 18 feet for his
right
birdie.
there. Excuse me, that's a good place to be.
Brad kind of raising his arms, maybe asking about the wind.
Mm-hmm.
But he's going putter.
See, we were talking before this hole, and I was like, yeah, I didn't even know in practice that there was OB. Thankfully, I didn't throw it in there. And so he kept that to the left very much. But that's definitely in Brad's range. Now I'm taking a brand new Champion Edition Eagle. And I slung this one just a little bit wide. It's good position. Little obstruction with the tree. Got to make a putt. And now Sheriff here is going with I'm not sure what year. He's got a Sexton Firebird in hand, so you know it's probably going to be a pretty decent shot.
That's a little early.
No skip. Kind of caught the
This is a death putt right here.
grass. Yeah, this is
Curious to see if he's going to be attempting this one.
45
He sure was.
footer. He's so close to knocking that down.
He's got good speed control with that straddle putt.
Bradley closing out the front 9 with a perfect 9 down.
That's pretty serious.
He came to play.
Regardless if they're 270 footers, that's stringing 9 together is. Oh yeah, Greg. Wow.
Just got it over.
That tree was definitely like blocking your normal.
Yeah, I went out to the left. I had either option there, go right or left. I chose the left side because it has a better angle in conjunction with the out of bounds. So I'm not going more directly at the OB, kind of more to the side of it.
Those are death putts right there. All 4 of those putts attempted right there were death putts, and you guys just.
It's only maybe 3 meters to the water. I got the max. That's it for the front 9. We are halfway through this event. Big thanks to all the sponsors again: Innova, Millennium, the Edge Program, and Tree Love. Join us for the back 9 of the second round of the Bill and Ted's awesome Disc Golf Adventure Finals. I'm Gregg Barsby for Nate Perkins. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the back.